Okay, so I don't know why I'm recording this video. Well, yes, I do. It is September 17th and it is 6:51 p.m. I have felt an urge to create this video, honestly, probably like the last 4 or 5 days now, but I'm sitting outside of my son's baseball game and I figured now is better time as any, so I whipped out my phone. I went ahead, kept reading some more of Be Your Future Self Now. I'm about to dive into part 2, but I just didn't want to waste any more time. So I'm going to post this. I'm going to schedule this video to go live on my YouTube 6 months from today. I'm not going to edit it. So I might stumble across my words, I might talk too long, whatever, but this is for me, and if people see it, great. If they don't, great. Oh girl, that's some hair. Okay. Currently, right now in life, my life is a mess. I am 35 years old. I've been married for 15 years. I have 2 amazing children who are 8 and 12 years old. I closed my business a month ago because I was broke. I was in debt. There was no more money coming in to pay the bills. The invoices were too high for me to keep up. There were orders unfulfilled and I couldn't get any loans. There was nothing else for me to do to fight my way out of the hole that I had dug for myself. And as much as I wanted to keep going for the sake of other people, I knew that it just was no longer healthy for me. It wasn't healthy for my family. And I was having a lot of just mental health things going on. And so I made the tough decision to walk away, knowing that it was going to be messy and it was going to be ugly and people were going to be upset. I had to do it. And I could try to give 150 million reasons of how I got here, how it happened, all of that. All I can say is I was making the best decisions with the information that I had in front of me as I went. There's a lot of things that I wish I could have done differently. I wish I would have closed the business much sooner. I wish I wouldn't have fought the 6 or 7 months that I did and walked away a lot sooner, so a lot less people would have been affected. But I thought that I could figure it out as I had before. And this time I just couldn't. This time I just felt like God was closing a door because I wasn't listening anymore. I wasn't being obedient. I wasn't moving the way that He told me to move. And it's been not quite 45 days, close to 45 days since I closed the business. I have essentially been stalked online every single day by people. Some of the people I know who they are, some of them I don't know who they are, that have created articles about me, publications, Instagram pages, Facebook groups, you name it. And I have had to ignore it. I've had to tune it out. I've had to block it. I've had to say nothing. And I'm still choosing not to say anything because I know my truth. I know my story. No one can tell my story except for me. I own every part of it. The good, the bad, and the ugly. The real ugly. But I also know that it was never my intention to hurt anybody, because even with my decision, the people I hurt the most were the people closest to me. My husband, my children, my family, people that believed in me. I don't think anybody wakes up with the intention to hurt everybody that they love. So as much as I would love to defend myself and to state my case and to prove my point, I choose not to, because I also understand there's something that's going on that I can't control. I just can't control it. And so I had to release it. I had to let it go, and I had to protect my sanity. So I'm saying all that to say, I started this YouTube journey because I felt like the journey needed to be documented. I feel like there weren't enough Black women, honestly, online who were sharing the messiness of their life while also still showcasing joy and doing it without shame, doing it essentially unapologetically, even though there's definitely remorse. But I felt like I just kept feeling the nudge of the Holy Spirit. Don't miss this moment. Because for whatever reason, he wants to use this to show people what he'll do even with your ashes. What he'll do even when you're in the pit. And so I said, okay. Not something I wanted to do at all, but I needed to be obedient. And this month, it is September 17th. I posted a video on the 1st, so it's been 17 days. I posted a video on the 1st of YouTube, and up until now, I've only made $50 here from YouTube, $150 there, maybe $200, I don't know. But this month, I've made almost $1,200 because one video did really, really well on this channel. And it blew my mind because it was information that I had been sharing for years with a much smaller group. You know, on average, 200 people. For it to hit almost 100,000 views was crazy to me. And I thought, well, maybe this is why God removed me from this situation and I was forced out of it, because I wouldn't leave. I didn't want to leave at all. But maybe it's because he wanted me to leave the 300 to reach the 30,000, to reach the 30 million. I don't know. But I'm wowed because I just feel like I can see his hand on my life. And I feel like I'm starting to sense the direction that he's moving me in, even though I don't have a full picture. I don't have the blueprint of how this is going to turn out. And so I wanted to make this video and kind of just put and release into the atmosphere the things that I desire for my life 6 months from now. And so, being that it is September, that means we got October, November, December, January, February, March. So by March 17th, which my daughter would have just turned 9 years old, my son will almost be 13, I will have celebrated 16 years of marriage. My goal is for us to still be living in Texas, in our home, thriving. My prayer is that my husband has landed a job that not only provides for his family, but also builds us a cushion and gives us more than enough. Like, we are no longer struggling, because right now, neither one of us have a job. He is driving Lyft and he is doing airport transfers. And my husband got home at 1 a.m. last night and he woke up at 4:30 a.m. to go drive again. And it breaks my heart. But I know that he's doing what he knows to do for his family right now. And so my hope is that he has found something that is a great fit for him, that works well for our family and allows him to be a present husband and present father for our children. I want my children to be thriving. I want them to be happy in their home, in their activities, all of their needs being met. I don't want them to suffer at all for the decisions that mommy made. I want to shield them. I want to protect them. As for me, me and Jasmine are currently building something. I don't even think we know what we're building, if I'm being honest. I don't think we know. But God just brought us back together in January of this year, and he allowed us to have a conversation, to forgive, to process, to move on, to love on one another. And just very rapidly, he just began to heal those missing pieces and those broken parts, and allow us to see how much our partnership mattered to each other, our friendship, our sisterhood mattered to each other. And it just amazes me how he continues to move the pieces of the puzzle without much effort from me. But right now we are working. She wants to build her brand and marketing agency. I want to build Felicia Jarrell. The brand, the person, the persona, whatever it is. I want to be me. I want to get paid for being myself. I used to make 6 figures a year, not a year, a month. Whew, girl. I used to make 6 figures a month, but I never saw the money. Not in the way that people would assume, because there were invoices, there were bills, there were employees, there were taxes, there was just all these expenses that even when I made 6 figures a month, barely saw 5 of that. So I would like to get to a point where I'm making mid to high, at least minimum 5 figures a month, and eventually 6 figures a month, but no overhead. No overhead, just me and my camera, and showing women what's possible. I hope that I am booking consultations every week, and I'm helping people to grow their businesses and figure out their strategy and their marketing and all of that, to the point where I don't even have to advertise that I do consultations. People are just booking, and I am booked out. And I definitely want that to come to fruition for me. And I want my Substack to thrive and flourish. I want to have 300 plus, really 3,000. Because currently I have like 18,000 subscribers, but I think I have 28 paid subscribers. So I would love to see 3,000 paid subscribers on my Substack. Would be great. And I pray that my writing and my words and my journey is blessing people, and it's helping to set them free. It's helping to give them insight and perspective. It's helping them to execute. I just wanted to serve people while also maintaining my joy, making sure that my family's needs are met and that we aren't struggling. And so that's like kind of my goal. My YouTube, I would like to be at least 30,000 subscribers on my YouTube. Hopefully I'm getting some sponsorship deals on my YouTube, paid sponsorship deals on my YouTube, as well as some speaking engagements being booked, and just seeing God restore. I remember 2 years ago I was in church and I was praying in the spirit, and God gave me 3 words that I've held on to for 2 years: restore, renew, replenish. And that's what I'm believing for right now. I'm believing God to restore, I'm believing God to renew, and I'm believing that he can replenish. And not just financially, spiritually, mentally, physically. I hope that I have lost another 10 to 15 pounds. Okay. And I'm actively working out, whether that's walking, strength training, whatever the case may be. I may even also be preparing to get a little lipo around my midsection for the fat that won't go, as well as for the weight loss. Yeah, I want to be invited into new spaces for creators and influencers and become recognized in the Dallas scene, get flued out to New York, go to events. Hopefully I have at the very least taken a vacation, or I'm preparing to take a vacation because I haven't had one in like 2.5 years or so, something like that. And I'm exhausted. I'm tired. Like I just want to take a break by the beach and do nothing. I hope my relationship with God is much deeper, and that I haven't left him, because I know he never leaves me. That I stay focused, that I don't let whatever success he allows me to touch and see, I don't let it distract me from purpose. And I pray that I have finally learned how to be a good steward over my finances, and that I'm tithing and I'm sowing seeds and I'm a generous giver to people, and I'm blessing other people with what he has given to me. Maybe my parents will start talking about moving to Texas. I would love for my parents to move to Texas. They're getting older, and essentially I'm their only child. And I mean, I do have brothers, but I'm their only child, and I would like them to live close by. I know my kids miss them. I miss them. Heck, if you leave it up to me, I'd be getting a house and all of us would live together. My mother-in-law too. Like, all of us would live together in our own little bubble. I like the bubble that we have, but maybe start having conversations with them about what it would look like to move to Texas and to be near us. I just want to enjoy my life, and I don't want to always walk around in shame, or walk around with guilt, or walk around feeling like I got a chip on my shoulder, or I have something to prove, or question, am I worthy? Am I valuable? You know, always wondering, if I post this, who's gonna say something? Who's gonna judge me? I'm hoping that the people that are upset have been set free, that they have released it, that they have finally gotten to a place in their lives where they're able to move forward with their lives. I pray that my bankruptcy is over. You know, like, I would like for that to be done, because it has been hell behind the scenes with this bankruptcy situation. Okay, it is a lot more detailed and just a mess. It's a lot to unravel. It's a lot to unpack. It's a lot to take care of. I would like for my bankruptcy actually be done in 3 months, by my birthday. But hopefully that is done and that is over. And now it's time for me to rebuild and just live a completely different life. Yeah. I pray that those that are meant to be with me on this path are around, and those that aren't have fallen off and have found something else to do with their lives, and that there's no malice, there's no ill will or hardened hearts. I hope me and Marika are flourishing, for sure. Me, Marika, Lisa, Dahlia. I want all of us to flourish. Morgan, Leanne, like, I hope I have my core girl group. Like, I love hanging out with all my girls individually, but I've never had like a girl group in person. I've had it online, but I would love to have a core in-person girl group where we hang out, we have dinners, we go out, we just do life together. I would love to have that. A new wardrobe too, because like, I've lost all this weight and I need new clothes, and right now I don't have any new clothes. I do hope that I don't have to work for anybody else. That is my goal. is that I just want to build what I feel God has given me, the vision that He's given me. And I want the freedom to create it and to build it and to consult people and to collaborate with people. I would love to have a licensing deal, brand deal. I just want to grow. I just want to be the best version of myself. I want to be in a totally different mental space than where I am right now. And I want people to see my light. I want people to see the God in me. So they can see the God in them. I hope that my work encourages others, that they find joy when they come across me. Yeah. So that was a lot. And I don't know what's going to happen in the next 6 months, but I figured at the very least I could put it out there in the world and we can all judge and see what happened together. We can look at the metrics together. Did you do it? Did you not do it? What are you going to do it? Whatever the case may be, we just going to let God have His way. I just believe that He is restoring and that He is going to give me back sevenfold and then some. And it's going to feel like it happened overnight, but I know it didn't. And I know it's all God. And I'm going to be able to give Him the glory every single day. Every single time I turn on my camera, every single time I sit down to edit, every single time a check deposits, a deal comes through the email, an increase, just every single time I'm going to know it's God. And I'm going to know that this was part of His plan all along. So, it's September 17th, 2025. We will check in March 17th, 2025. That's today, right? Yeah. So, that's all I got. Let me go keep reading this book.